What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another video, and it is currently Monday, 8/18. I am down $200 on the day on a Monday. Got caught up in the chop, trying to short under my 576.05 key level here on QQQ. I'm gonna show you guys this. I was getting caught initially where I messed up. Originally I had a limit order. Once this candlestick broke, it didn't close. I set a limit order, damn near right after the break, and buyers just stepped in really strong. So before I broke my own rule. I didn't let the candle close before setting any kind of orders or anything like that. I didn't let it close and retest my area. And I got filled and stopped out in the same candlestick. And then I tried to go short again, broke my rule again because I didn't wait for this candlestick to close. I got in on it once it broke below these previous lows. I thought we could just sell off. But that didn't happen. We didn't get that. So I took an L on that one. Show you guys. See, $200 on the day. But it's fine. These are some of the key points that I missed. Mistakes I'm making lately that I need to be conscious of. After a losing trade, you are going full size again without waiting on candle close confirmations. That's a big one. I didn't even wait on this candle close. Still trying to take a trade after losing the first trade when indices aren't completely in sync. And what I mean by that is this. SPY has just been clearly holding under. It's in range. So meaning, although this was seemingly breaking out of range, SPY wasn't. So the trade was already invalid. So that's why I messed up on number 2. Trying to enter a trade as soon as price breaks your level, not waiting for the proper break and retest. That is costing you quite a bit in profits. So if I'd have waited for at least the break, close, break under, retest, I wouldn't even have got in here. If I'd have waited for the break, close, retest, I wouldn't have got in right there. So that would have been 2 losses immediately I could have avoided if I'd have just waited for the break, close, and retest. And number 4, setting limit order after price has weak break below level before the candle even closed, not seeing how the full candle would develop. Hence this. We got a break and I immediately set a limit order because I thought price would continue in that direction, and I was wrong. And that's okay. Where honestly I should have been looking to take shorts was honestly right here at around prior day close. This would have been a nice short in the beginning of the day. I will be honest. But it is what it is, So like I said, I tried to set that limit order once price broke the level. Got stopped out. Well, I actually got entered and stopped out on the same candlestick. Yeah, I think I told you guys that. I got entered and stopped out on the same candlestick from that limit order. Lost a total of $95 on that trade. So I will take that. I deserve that loss because I didn't wait for the proper break, close, then retest. Same thing for this. I didn't wait for the proper break, close, and retest. So I'm making the same mistakes. So so usually what I do when I'm making the same mistakes, right? I like to take a notepad or something and write it down and have it in front of me during the next trading session so I can make sure I'm consciously aware of my mistakes that I've been making repeatedly. I lost about $100 on that trade, so it brought me to negative 200 on the day, and I locked my account. After 2 losses, I am done because I know, number 1, my run rate goes down significantly, and number 2, the market is clearly choppy. Whenever I'm wrong twice in a row like that, it's usually because the market is choppy. And I could have avoided those 2 losses had I just break, close, retest. So just a little bit of transparency with everybody, you know. I love being transparent with you guys. You know, I hope you guys value my transparency, because in this industry that we're in, not a lot of people are transparent. Not a lot of people will show you their losses. They'll only show you that they win all the time, which is impossible. The algos don't even win all the time. But yeah, so today is a loss. I definitely deserved it. I broke my rules, so I deserved to lose. You know, and it wasn't an A+ execution day, because if it was an A+ execution day, I wouldn't even trade it, because those break and retests weren't as clean as I wanted, and I'd have just called it a day, honestly. Usually by 8 a.m., if we aren't doing anything that I wanted to do, I usually just lock my account for the most part. But as always, we live and we learn. You can't make mistakes if you don't try, you know, and you can't learn if you don't make mistakes. So either way, you have to try. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure this week we should have some better price action, simply because we have a little bit of news. We got some PPI, some CPI coming out middle towards the end of the week. But yeah, you know, am I mad? No. I'm taking these losses just like how I take my wins. I break them down. I establish what I did good and then what I did wrong, and we move on to the next trading day. There's no reason to sit here and, oh damn, if I'd have did this, if I'd have did that. We already established what I shoulda, woulda, coulda did. We wrote it down, we journaled it. We will have it in front of our face for tomorrow's trading session to move accordingly. And that's how you trade. And that's another reason why I say you can't compare yourself to other people in trading, because everybody's learning curve, everybody's psychological curve is different. Because I believe you have a learning curve as far as learning how the markets move, and then you have a psychological curve after you learn the learning curve that you have to get over. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this week's still gonna be a green week. I'm not tripping. You know, Mondays, it's a Monday, you know, my track record shows I lose mostly on Mondays and Fridays anyway. But yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to get better at trading on Mondays and Fridays. Trying to increase my win percentage on Mondays and Fridays. Although on Mondays, markets tend to be a bit choppy since the beginning of the week, and we're trying to find some direction on the intraday. Especially after consistently hitting new all-time highs back and forth. But yeah, but that's just a little bit of transparency in this video for you guys. I appreciate everybody for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.